The bitter winter winds howled through Cedar Valley, Utah in February of 1878, when Jacob Hensworth, a meticulous genealogist from Philadelphia, first laid eyes on the imposing Fairmont estate. His arrival would unravel a horror that had festered in this remote Mormon settlement for 3 decades, a family that wasn't just evil, but had perfected evil as a generational craft. Hensworth's initial purpose seemed straightforward enough, verifying inheritance claims for a wealthy Eastern client. But as he examined the Fairmonts' carefully preserved documents in their lavishly appointed study, his trained eye caught inconsistencies that chilled him more than the Utah winter. The paper quality was wrong for the supposed time periods. Official seals contained subtle misspellings no genuine government stamp would have. Most disturbing was the handwriting. Documents, supposedly written decades apart, bore identical flourishes, as if penned by the same hand. When Hensworth politely raised these concerns, Augustus Fairmont's genial demeanor didn't slip so much as shift, like a mask adjusting to reveal something far colder beneath. Surely a man of your experience understands that preserving family history sometimes requires creative measures. Augustus purred, swirling imported brandy in crystal glassware that seemed absurdly out of place in this frontier settlement. The unspoken threat hung heavier in the air than the smoke from the mahogany-paneled room's fireplace. That evening's dinner with the entire Fairmont clan revealed the true monstrousness Hensworth had stumbled upon. 3 generations sat around the opulent dining table, from silver-haired Augustus and his elegant wife Eleonora down to their eerily poised teenage grandchildren. Their interactions were a masterclass in psychological warfare disguised as polite conversation. When discussing a neighbor's recent tragic death, young Victoria Fairmont remarked with chilling detachment, "How unfortunate Mr. Caldwell proved so inadequate to frontier life." The look she exchanged with her twin brother Augustus Jr. spoke volumes about the family's true nature. The next days unfolded like a nightmare. Hensworth's room was ransacked. A forged message arrived claiming his mother was deathly ill. Local records revealed the Fairmonts had arrived in Utah under a different name, flee with a trail of mysterious deaths, marking their westward journey from Pennsylvania through Missouri and Kansas. A retired sheriff, if back east, recall their methods. They didn't kill directly. They engineered circumstances where people destroyed themselves. Returning to Cedar Valley with this knowledge, Hensworth found the missing pieces in abandoned mineshafts on the Fairmont property. The stench of lime and decay led him to carefully arranged corpses, business rivals, troublesome neighbors, anyone who had threatened the family's dominance. Most horrifying was the ledger documenting each necessary elimination. In Augustus's precise handwriting, complete with cost-benefit analyses treating human lives as mere accounting entries, the Fairmonts' final attempt to add Hensworth to their ledger was thwarted only by the timely arrival of the territorial sheriff. The subsequent trial peeled back layers of generational evil children raised without empathy, taught to view outsiders as inferior specimens. Even facing execution, Augustus maintained his family's actions were simply natural selection in action. The gallows ended the Fairmonts' reign in 1878, but their legacy haunted Hensworth until his dying day. In his published account, he pondered the terrifying possibility: were they unique, or simply the most successful example of a darker truth about what families could become when they made predation their heritage? The mineshafts of Cedar Valley held their physical victims, but the psychological horror of the Fairmonts' systematic evil would linger far longer in the American consciousness.